Sarah, a 13-year-old who was born into a sex life, is becoming accustomed to it. She takes delight in how contact makes her feel and makes her respond. It feels fantastic. However, the issue is that she has other sexual partners. She claims that she frequently assumes that all men are the same, despite the fact that the moment the man releases his sperm, all the pleasure associated with having intercourse vanishes. Mike is the boyfriend of Doreen, her mother. In the movie's opening scene, Sarah is seated next to Mike. Doreen walked into the room dressed. Doreen will stretch Sarah's clothing because she is overweight, Sarah gripes. Doreen, though, won't let go. She came over and sat down at Mike's feet. The dress was swiftly taken off Mike's torso. They have sex in front of Sarah later. She exits the living room to make a video call to her closest buddy, Charlie, age 16. As she and Charlie engage in the most absurd dialogue imaginable. When Charlie's younger brother comes into the room, she sends him on his way. Sarah reveals to Charlie that she met a high school student online. She expresses to Charlie how eager she is to actually meet this boy. Lucas is at home with his friend in the meantime. One of the odd girls she meets online pays Lucas a visit, and the two of them go into a back room and have sex. His best friend Dickensack films them as they have sex. Following the intercourse, Lucas and Dickensack sit and watch the girl walk away. They are passed by the girls as they bid them farewell. Later, when they see her coming back, Dickensack wonders why. When the girl picks up the item she thought she had forgotten, Lucas assumes she has forgotten something and walks away. During brunch with his parents, Lucas informs his mother that he needs her vehicle. She informs him that evening that she will be working the night shift and will also require her automobile. He requests that his father take his mother to work with him, but his father declines. On the other side, despite him being told he could drive his mother to work, she won't let it. They sort out the mess, and Lucas receives a card to deliver to Sarah's house with his trio. At home, Charlie is assisting Sarah in getting ready for the big day while they are both in the bathroom. She assists Sarah in shaving and inquires as to whether she does it frequently. Charlie inquires with Sarah about her feelings regarding Mike and Dorian's constant noises, but Sarah claims to have let them handle their business. A doorbell rings after a short while. Dorian is asked to assist Sarah with her visitor while she continues to clean up after shouting that the visitor is for her. Dorian adjusts her hair to seem lovely before opening the door. Lucas is welcomed inside once she opens the door for him. She yells at Sarah as she finishes her shaving cream in the bathroom, telling her to clean up sooner. She converses with Lucas while opening his drink for him. She touches him and remarks that he is more attractive in person than in his profile, which she had seen via Sarah. He observes her flirting. The females later continue to pursue Lucas and his friend. They drink and play music while driving joyfully. Later, the boys pull their vehicle to a stop. Charlie assumes it's to get narcotics when Sarah inquires as to why they are visiting the location. They demand that the guys drop the keys so that they can at least hear some music. They discover a video camera just before the boys return. When Dickensack reappears, he demands that they drop off the camera right away. Three guys meet Lucas as he enters the home. After watching the sex film he produced, they claim they are unable to feel anything. They jog his memory. Only sell them films of younger girls with a fantastic ass. They had instructed him. They give him $40 for his subpar video. He initially declines it and requests $80, but when he learns that they do not want to raise the amount of money, he takes it and spends $20 of it on drugs. In an effort to get into a bar, he goes back to his companions. However, the bouncer won't let them in because he believes they are too young to be inside a pub. The girls get into conflict with some of the other guests when he sends them away and eventually manage to escape. They visit a bar that is open to all ages where they drink, speak, play, and kiss. They reunite in a camp after going back home. Until Charlie drags Dickensack away, the four of them converse and play together. They locate another location and begin groping and kissing each other there. Like she does with every other male she meets, Sarah wants to touch and sleep with Lucas. Nevertheless, he declines. He assures her that their first date does not have to involve having sex. She does, however, remind him that this is their second encounter. She asked him whether he would mind having sex with her. He assures her, however, that her beauty and attractiveness are unimportant. He urges them to proceed cautiously. After having sex with Charlie, Dickensack inquires if she is using a condom. When he indicates that he wants to stop talking, she says she has none and begs him to keep going. She assures him that because she is using birth control, she is not pregnant. He agrees to her plan and has sex with her as a result. In the meantime, Lucas requests information on Sarah, but she replies that she is certain. He inquires about Doreen and wonders if her mother is always like that when she has finished speaking. The other two come back and head back home. Sarah longs for a unique relationship with Lucas. Even though they are still unable to have sex, she begins staying at her house. One day he begins to have sex with her, and she groans as he touches her until Doreen begins to peep. Dory asks her how Lucas is when she goes outside to see him after noticing he feels off balance and stopping. She refuses to share Lucas with her, despite the fact that they always do. Charlie, on the other hand, discovers she is pregnant and is unable to accept the job she was intended to accept. She is also uncertain of how to find a father for her unborn kid. While Sarah fits the desired age range, Dickensack queries Lucas as to why he hasn't made a sex movie with her. But Lucas assures him that he would never do such a thing to Sarah. He is mocked by Dickensack for being in love. In order to steal baby supplies, Charlie tells Sarah about the baby before the two of them visit a supermarket. They walk into a lingerie shop, take a few new items, and ask a staff member to put them in the garbage. When Charlie's abusive father tries to meet her mother Yvonne at her house, her mother refuses to open the door. Charlie is informed by Sarah that in order to prove the child's paternity, in order to receive government child support, she recommended her to choose one of the guys in her options after dark after finding them. They both search the garbage can at the lingerie company and remove the lingerie. Sarah is informed by Charlie that she will make an effort to meet 3 of the men in her life. After Doreen and Mike have finished their sexual activity, they argue at home. She tells him that with just 3 Styles groupies on top and a donkey, he doesn't please her. He refers to her as a whore and slut, saying that she drools over every man. Sarah comforts her as she sobs before going to meet Lucas after he tells her that he doesn't want her since she is elderly. While Lucas and Sarah engage in sexual activity in the car, Charlie meets with one of her guys. Charlie phones Sarah as she is driving home and informs her that the man is a bad guy and she doesn't believe she will go to the party. Charlie searches for Mike in a pub. While this is going on, Lucas and Sarah are still having sex at home. He tries to tape her, but she initially rejects him. Doreen joins them in bed as they become personal, strips off, and enters the room. Sarah is told to leave when she complains. Charlie soon meets Mike at the bar. Mike offers her a glass and requests that she raise it in toast to their relationship following an incident that isn't depicted. He explains to her that what transpired between them was unique. She contests their existence, nevertheless. Then she departs from her house. After leaving Sarah, Lucas begins kissing Dorian. She groans loudly as a result of his vigorous touching and fingering her. Sarah feels ignored in conversations. Consequently, they both begin touching her. Mike follows Charlie as she leaves the bar and advises her to look up at a shooting star. He expresses his desire for them to be together to her. She explains to him, however, that this is his fault because people's wishes rarely come true the next day. Sarah is moving irately while Lucas is watching the threesome sex video he took. He thinks about deleting the video and he ultimately does. However, Sarah is left alone at a location where she thinks that everything is bad, and this is where the movie ends. Subscribe for more video.